It's just nearly kicked off. I'm aware I'm in Germany. I know that because I've drove in. Tempting, tempting. One last little look for you. You love that, don't you? It's just nearly kicked off. I was paying for a coffee. It was quite a posh little place, and I only had €5 cash on me, but I've got my card, like. But because of the language barrier, I didn't know whether or not it was enough. But he was looking at me like a little bit too long in between words compared to, you know, if you were fluent in the language. Anyway, it turns out he said danke. Jesus Christ. Anyway, on that note, I wonder what we're going to get up to today then. Let's find out, shall we? I'm aware I'm in Germany. I know that because I've drove in. However, I did forget a rather important fact about Germany, and that being, there's an autobahn here, isn't there? And when you're in a van that does 56 miles an hour, it kind of catches you off guard. Long story short, I wasn't aware certain cars could do that. You know, the random outcast car, if you like. They can go fast, you know. Not to mention the bloody lorries without a trailer. So I'm having a little sit down, looking for a bowl of water to splash on my face, and before we carry on. But anyway, as I've got you, welcome to Bevenhaven. Bevenhaven? One of them. Look at this beach, all this stuff. Oh God, sorry. There you go. We've officially left the Venice of Germany. Can you believe that? Now we're into the city, the ship city of Germany, Breyenhaven. I forgot the bloody name already. I'll have a look in the city. I'll have a look right now, actually, so because I will forget. Bremerhaven. Oh, let's go and have a bloody look. Anyway, shall we? You're ruining the bloody ambience, boy. Tempting. Round the corner there where I just was when I was talking about the autobahn here. Too windy, unrecordable. So let's go and have a little look around here. Here we go, look. Oh, good boy, Bruce. Good boy. You're getting better. This is not a bad little place, this. I forgot the name of it already. But it's not bad at all. I love this, like people boating it up, you know. And there I was last week, digging at people in boats. Not digging at people in boats. It's just better things to spend your money on, I believe. But personal opinion, we're all entitled to one, and we've all got one. Followed by all of this, look. It is everything's closed. Like, well, I say everything, not everything, but it is Sunday. Bear that in mind. So today's quite a little chilled one, to be honest, on the old recording front. Look at that! Jeez Louise, that is huge. That is bloody huge. So it might be what I mean by slow recording. I mean not very many places to go visit. But I will still record the allocated time. I'll give myself 20 to 25 minutes a day to record, even though I record about an hour and a bloody half, but 60 minutes, 70 minutes of that is shut. They've all got uniform on them, guys. And I just realised I was recording. Hang on, everyone's recording now. Long story short, I got told off in Thailand. I pulled my camera out when the police were doing a stop. And I thought, you know, you hear these things, don't you? Yeah, Thai police, they will grip you. They will. Don't take the mick now. They bloody do. They came running after me like, oi, oi, but in Thai. I'm guessing that's what they were saying anyway. oi, oi. And then literally he had his hand on me, like as in not like viciously or whatever, but making sure I wasn't going to do one. And what's it called? Made me go on my bloody camera and delete it, you know. That's a true story. So I was had a bit of a flashback there. And then boats for days, look. Lovely little town. You love that, don't you? What does that mean in layman's terms? Well, port has got 4 letters, hasn't it? So has the word left. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? Starboard's the other one. I forget it. It's flight or slight or something. The other way to left. That's how you remember. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, sorry. You better believe they're sat right next to the side of their multi-million-pound boat, letting everyone know that's their boat. This is a doody little community thing. Look at that. I bet they're expensive as well. I beg your bloody pardon. Anyway, property prices around here, you want to know, don't you? I told you about the Netherlands. The reason I tell you, and I told my friends this the other day, but the reason I look at house prices, not because I'm a landlord and I'm naturally interested anyway, because I'm looking for the next couple of G's to fund my bloody travelling addiction. You can gauge how expensive an area is by the value of the property. Netherlands, like I said, on that canal, bloody hell though, that canal, as you've seen, was stunning. The what do they call it? The Venice of the of Northern Europe, but then it turns out Germany's also got one as well. But there it was £500,000. It was £50,000 under £500,000, or 50 quid actually, under £500,000. Here, I've seen I didn't record it. I've seen a house for 88,000 euros. 88,000 euros. I don't know whereabouts it was, but it was where I was earlier on, i.e. where I got lost yesterday. Legit lost as well. So yeah, 88,000 euros going up to, and the maximum I saw was 350 euros, 1,000 euros. 350,000 euros, and it was twice the house you've seen in Holland. Again, not a dig at Holland or whatever, it's just an idea for you. This place is going to be cheaper for everything, your coffees, your bloody food, everything. That's what I tell you basically. I hope that makes sense, so you just don't think I'm some sort of weird property spotter. But now imagine them, the prices of them, you know they're in the realms of like 300, even though it's, like I said before, cheaper here. But look at that view. I know you got, you know, matey boy spilling his oil everywhere, but still water in it. A water view. I was going to head back to the van now. The problem I've got is the car park didn't take card. So because I was only going to be 20 minutes, I was popped in. So I'm half expecting a ticket when I get back. But at the end of the day, it's not my problem, like, just move with the times. But it is my problem, especially if I get a ticket. But who has got coins now? When was the last time you seen like one of each coin in the same pocket? It doesn't happen. We're in the world of bloody knocking on the door of the thing that attacks Superman, aren't we? Yeah, they definitely will be expensive. This city is charming, you know. Even that is divine. Then you got this thing here. The weird rock thing, look, was a zoo. Can you believe that? Right, van time. One last little look for you. It is charming. This is like a charming city, isn't it? Like a modern city, not like Paris or Barcelona, where they've got super duper culture. This is stadium. I mean, look at that zoo for an example. This is a very modern, but also they've pulled it off. It looks good. Look. Am I lying? Never. And via the Autobahn again, didn't we? Much more prepared this time, I feel. Ooh, Anyway, we're looking for a bloody restaurant, cafe, aren't we? Because we cannot upload my videos. Bit of a problemo, so I'm gonna hopefully rob someone's Wi-Fi in a minute, restaurant-wise, and not the router. Just ask them for the password so I can get some things uploaded, because it's starting to break me at the moment. And one of the clips I made the other day was a 6-minute one as well, and I'm struggling to upload 1:20. Jesus! So I'm hoping this this cafe can save me. Otherwise, I don't have to ferry back bloody SD cards and stuff, which is a nose. Next stop, restaurant, cafe, hopefully. If not, I don't know. Look at the chisel work and stuff above them doors. Not chisel work, but you know what I mean. We're starting to get into cool Germany now. Like I said about the buildings when I went skiing that time. Now, it's not a lie. They're weirdly different. I don't know if they're better. You're just not used to it, are you? But it does look bloody good, I will say that. It does look good. Hopefully should be nearly at this restaurant thing now. Hopefully there's a seating outside area for the dog as well, because if not, it's a bit of a poo one, to be fair here, because I won't be able to upload any videos. What's the point in being here? Life is the point in being here. Forget the videos. Oh, not forget the videos. I still want to upload them. Still want to change the mental health world. So yeah, hopefully it's open. Hopefully they've got space, and hopefully they've got Wi-Fi. The restaurant that Google said was open was closed. But every cloud, there was a little cafe, like a Turkish thing, it looked like, from outside. Anyway, long story short, they weren't Turkish. They were from Afghanistan. He said on the east. I think he said near Turkmenistan. I'm not saying that right either. I think that's what he said. Because he weren't just German, he had like his mother tongue's Afghan. So I was like, sort of trying to decode the best I could, and he was an elder as well, surrounded by about 6 or 7 youths who were all stacked. So you know what I mean, it's best to show a little bit of respect to the Afghan elders. I only know that again because I've been there. They rule the shop. They I was going to talk more on this about Liechtenstein with the when I go on a stroll, basically. I'll touch briefly on it now. Not Liechtenstein, bloody what's it called? Lithuania. They out there, going on a stroll out there is a massive no-no. Basically, it's policed by the public. Apparently, online says they're all against it. So that's a massive no-no. Anyway, what I was hinting at was the cultural thing. Like in Afghanistan, the elders rule the shop. Like, you know, if you've got a little turd of a youth, say, they will be taken to the elders, and the elders, what they say go, like what they say goes even. I love that. Like, you know, I used to get taken around my nan's when I was younger to get told off. Imagine doing that now. The kid will be like, "Shut up, Nan, what are you talking about?" But I love that about Afghanistan. I love that about everywhere, to be fair. Don't get me wrong, some of them are not nice, some of them are rude, some of them get in the way, some of them are arrogant, some of them think the world owes them a favour, just like everyone else, but more often than not they don't, do they? I love them. My nan, oh, what a diamond. What a diamond. And my granddad, what a diamond in the sky. I forgot to tell you about the Wi-Fi problem. So long story short, I've just ended the video and started a new one just because it was such an epic to get them sent over, because they're all on 1.5 gig a bloody video, like. It wouldn't be so bad, but they're all, majority of them are mistakes. I'm sat here watching my screen, because the screen can't time out, because it will stop. It will stop. So yeah, there I was watching mistakes get bloody declined by the internet 12 times. I hope you're having a better day. I told you, it's bloody fun following me, as in following what I get up to. I mean, not following me, that sounds arrogant. Because The universe, for some reason, has got a really big problem with me, but it's all good because I've got that same problem. I'm joking, just before a bloody bolt of lightning comes and gets my dog. Like, there's horses in there. I think they're in the field actually, but this is where we are for the evening anyway. Look, not bad and free, like I was mentioning earlier on. They don't charge you for parking unless it's the city centre. Best feed the bloody dog anyway. I'll see you in a minute. It's not a rattlesnake, it's Brucey booting the hell out of this bloody thing. I just missed it. I recorded it on the glasses though, so if you want to go see that, go and check out Tickety Flockety, because the ratio doesn't fit from here to the YouTube videos. From the glasses I mean. But you just missed it. Someone's filming. It's like a German Downton Abbey. We're in a place today called Luneburg. Above the U, it's Luneburg. Above the U there's two little dots. I'm assuming that mixes up the way you say it, like that, how you pronounce it, so I'm of course saying the wrong thing. But we're in Luneburg. The reason I'm wearing this t-shirt again is because I fell asleep last night, didn't I? And I didn't finish the video. So merging 2 days into one, I apologise, it won't happen again. Germany. Look at that. Still got Christmas decorations up, look. Like myself. Oh God. I love it. I'm falling in love with Germany. It's just one of them places you don't come on holiday, isn't it? That's the surprising thing, because I'm not joking. This checkmates Spain, and they don't want you there. Come here. I tell you what, it's just as bloody hot. Look, there's nothing. What? Hola versus whatever hello is in German. I don't actually know. It's always the big old RVs, and I always question why when I'm walking around. Why? Why do people do things? Why do people do that? Why do people not like certain people? And so forth. Motorhomes get a lot of stick, and I mean a lot of stick. And it's because they don't stay self-contained. And that's why you'll see people with a little picnic basket out and all that sort of stuff. The tables and the what's it called, awnings and all that sort of stuff. I mean, but this is always, you never see that from a small van. It's always the big old 162 foot RVs. It's like, mate, how much house do you need? You've already come travelling on the road with a block of flats behind you. Don't give people a reason. And it's not just that, there was about 3 spaces left in that place, and not one of them flinched when they realised I had nowhere to park. But I did, otherwise I would have been parking there, like, but it's annoying, isn't it? It is annoying. How much, like I said, it's like someone with a big old yacht, like a massive old yacht, taking over the bloody gangway with a garden. How much boat do you need, mate? You know what I mean? I'm putting a helipad in the public park specifically for them. How much house do you need, mate? See that in the shop behind me? I won't keep the camera on there too long for obvious reasons. Let me tell you the rules about that stuff around here. Did you know you were allowed to carry 25 potatoes here? Did you know that? That's on your person. 25 potatoes. Guess how much you're allowed at your house here? 50. Guess how much you're allowed on your person in Amsterdam? 5. Or Netherlands rather. 5. Doesn't make sense, does it? But you didn't know that because you haven't been here. They were expensive houses. To be fair with you, there are sections of this where you would be forgiven to think you were in Amsterdam. It looks very Amsterdam, to be honest with you. However, the same rules in regards to what I was just talking about do not apply out here. There are social clubs like there are in Spain, and I'll touch back on Spain in a second. So that's a little bit of a sticky topic. I fully understand why they're annoyed with us. It's the hen parties, isn't it? But we'll touch more on that in a minute. Social clubs out here are strictly with an underline and an exclamation mark at the other end. for locals. You are not getting nothing out here as a tourist. Simply, again, I'm not advertising it. Just you're an adult. Just if you was interested in what I'm talking about, basically. Anyway, we've changed the subject because this has turned magical. Look at it. Holy Molesbergs. Lüneburg this is. Wonder how much a holiday is here. The closest city, and I only know this because we drove past it a minute ago, via the bloody, what's it called, the Autobahn, again. I got beeped earlier on as well, actually. You won't believe this. I got beeped by a lorry doing 0.01 miles an hour faster than me. That was the most awkward stare off I've ever experienced in my life. You know what I mean? There's no, don't listen to stuff like that. People like that. They see my English license plate, that's what it was, because he didn't say anything to the caravan in front of me going just as slow. Nothing. And guess what reg that was? Yep. Don't let people put you off like that. It will happen everywhere. He was just, it rhymes with sick and sounds like cop. There is no, and I've double checked this, no minimum limit for the Autobahn. There is none. He was just being a turd. You get them everywhere, though, don't you? Like, we know that. Lüneburg. Well, I've asked, like I said, I've got a bit of a sidekick in the form of ChatGPT. Oh. Well, I specifically asked the little digital nerd last night was, look, I am sick to death of you giving me busy places. What part of I don't want to go to busy places don't you understand? Anyway, it apologised, or he, she, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to sound bloody computerist in 30 years. And gave me this place, Lüneburg. This is perfect. This is perfect. Charming. Why, Kieran? Why are you wearing the same shirt? Because you made half a video yesterday and you're going to finish it off by making the other half today. Because otherwise it will take me 25 years to find the relevant videos. The t-shirt's how I remember what day we're on the videos when we're editing and stuff like that. There's more than one, but that's how we work it out, the t-shirts, hence why I've got the same t-shirt on. Don't worry though, I am clean. This t-shirt is sticking to me though. That's vile. So that's why I'm in the middle of the road trying to avoid everyone. You smelly little bugger. They're cool as well, aren't they? I'm assuming this is the high street. Same as all of them, to be fair, but the buildings are spectacular. Like I said, this has got very, very Amsterdam feel about it. Like it really has. I don't know if you've been there. If you're going to go to Amsterdam, I'd recommend like a day, 2 days. Anything longer than that, you are a machine. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Look at that. Look how thick. I'll try and get a good shot there. Look how thick that bloody windowsill is. We forget, don't we? Well, I certainly do about the... I'll keep my noise down here. They were also going through it, weren't they? From the other end. And they lost, which means they got the brunt of it, like. We forget that. But no one mentions it around here. I've not heard one person apart from Basil Fawlty, like. But you do forget, don't you, that they, because I'll speak to the reason why the penny dropped the other day. Again, sorry, I don't just stand in the street. Guess what's happening? The reason why the penny dropped the other day, there's this guy, and I was like, he came running over to the van, basically, and this is random and it sounds made up, but I promise you it's the truth. He thought Brucey was his dog because he had a Swiss Shepherd. It was in the car park I parked at. Where was it? You know what? It was where I got lost. That's where it was. And he come running over thinking his dog's got out of his car and he's bothering me. And I was like, what? I didn't realise this at the time, obviously. I'd seen some bloke running towards me and I was like, oh, here we go. You can just say, but you can't park there, mate. You don't have to, charge. But it turns out it was his dog. And he was like, he looks like, is it a boy or a girl? They always ask that. He looks exactly like my dog. I was like, prove it. He bloody proved it as well. This dog looked exactly like Brucey. And I was like, holy Molesbergs. Bruce, please come on. There was about 12 chimes, but because the camera took so long to turn around, I missed it. But he did prove that his dog looked like Brucey as well, like a spitting image of him. I couldn't believe that. Anyway, he went on to tell me, he's like, and I asked him, I said, what's good to see around here? 'Cause you know what I mean, ask the locals. If anyone knows more than ChatGPT, it's the locals. Makes sense so far. I'm just resting the bloody dog, it's hot. That's what I mean, it's honestly Spanish weather up here. It's a lot warmer than it is in England, I'm telling you that, and I'm including heat waves as well, like really. It is bloody sweltering. So I'm just resting the dog in the shade now for a second while I finish this story. Anyway, he went on to tell me, yeah, you need to go and see this village up north. But could I remember the name? Can I remember the name? Absolutely not, obviously. He says that place got bombarded during the war. I felt bad, but I thought, hang on a minute, it's nothing to do with me, son. Literally nothing to do with me. But he said he got bombarded, and they said they've sort of kept it the same. But again, I can't remember what he said. That's when the penny dropped, and I was like, these lost. Again, I'm keeping my noise down. Because I don't want to, it's their grandparents, isn't it? And they lost, which means they took the full force, the brunt of it, and you do forget that, don't you? But I'm not joking. Hand on heart, right? Honestly, Germany is brilliant, like brilliant. I love it. I'm trying not to look too far ahead on my old plan because Denmark's next, but because I want to stay in the moment like I was explaining the other day. Well, I don't want to leave here really, but I do have to move on. But I'm sure Denmark's got its own things going on like this, but this is brilliant. This weren't what I was expecting, to be honest with you. Like I said, I have been skiing here before, but that's it, like, good boy. Good boy. Right, I was going to call him down and I'll record again in a sec. And that, told you, very gothic-y this place is, very gothic-y, in the best way, because that gothic stuff isn't my cup of tea, genuinely, but that is. So, including the blue thing on the side, look. Look. That's all brick. That whole church is brick. The camera's not doing that justice. I'll try and show you some people down there. Look, see them? Look at the size of that. That is huge. That's like 3 times my local church. Huge, and it's brick. No cheating. No like 8 brick size blocks. That's brick. Isn't that concerning? This is how I pictured Germany. I'll get a closer shot of that to the right hand side, the well thing, the canal. The other side, look. That is lovely. I've just seen a girl walk past, right, and she was like a duty model, bloody Instagram or whatever, which is fine. But I've got a question, right? A genuine question, because I do not know at all the answer to this, and you'll understand in a second. Is a girl walking like that, and by that I mean a penguin? You know what I mean? Is that the female equivalent of a bloke walking with his arms out? I.e., my question is that put on? Because I don't know, and I will never know. Unless one of you tell me. Is it put on? Or is that legit? Just curious, that's all. This blue thing's bloody following me. Must be like the local graffiti tag around here. Look at this bloody thing. Honestly, they have got everything. That building there, the one I was just showing you with the old the waterworks to the right hand side of it, that is a hotel. Can you imagine the price of that? Can you imagine that? Legit, there's like a minion bloody graffiti artist around here. Amsterdam. Am I lying? Yeah, because we're not in Amsterdam. We're in Germany, as we've been speaking about for the past week. Just on the stroll home now. Sort the dog out. He's absolutely terry-packered. I've just had to stop for like half an hour. To be fair, it's an hour like, just to cool him down, give him a chance to get his breath back. That building is leaning. Can you see that? Look what I'm parked next to. It appears to be some sort of circus look. Oh, between the trees there, the white things, that's where all the vans are, all the 900 million vans. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the yesterday's episode and today's merged, granted. I hope you've enjoyed watching them as much as I enjoyed making them. Anyway, amigos, until next time, stroll time, take care, and hey, bye bye then.